Oh, it's already. Oh, thank you. I didn't know you put it on. I was glad you did. You guys are quiet tonight. All right. Waiting for a few more folks. We'll get started here shortly. Hello, Marcy. All right, Monday night, Bill Taylor, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Blessings to you and yours on a fabulous Monday night. Hope you had a great day today. I'll tell you, a warm one, but not too exceptional. As a matter of fact, below seasonal average with a high in the city of only 93. We'll take it. After Saturday, 101, Sunday, 100, and then no rain today and 93. I mean, no rain Sunday with the 100, but heavy rain in some spots on Saturday, and we still squeezed out a 101 right before the rain moved in. But 93 today at about 1:30 this afternoon. 102 Pearsall, Cotulla, 104s on the Rio Grande, 93 Gonzales, only 91 Seguin, 88 Bernie. So that's really nice, you know. I mean, not terribly bad. How few degrees below average? Not many. 4 to be exact. And you can also see well shy of a 2023 record of 105. So without hitting 100 today, we're at 9 for the year. This goes to Saturday's 101 as number 8, and Sunday's 100 is number 9. And I always like to look at 2023, which you just saw was the record year for today of 105, 75 days. In fact, by this time, I think we're over 50 by this time in 2025. So we are obviously in much better shape, a much cooler summer thus far. All right, so first, before we get into the heat, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on for us. Rain chances are going down as high pressure begins to strengthen. Thank you, Marcy. I appreciate you watching. This is a big day in Texas weather history. It was on this day, really yesterday and today, that Hurricane Celia made landfall in 1970. A lot of you probably remember this storm. Oh, and by the way, before we go any further, 1970 satellite image. Isn't this cool? I mean, take a look at that. You can really see the difference. And the base map had the lats and lawns on it because that was so much more important back then. And I was in the business in 92, was my first year in weather and in television. And it was paramount that we gave lats and lawns because people got charts, had tracking charts at home, and they would be tracking. And it was very important to give the lat and lawn with every update. Now it's irrelevant. I mean, there's just no giving it because it's already plotted for you on any map that you pull up on a computer. And so there's no more plotting, you know. And at the beginning of every hurricane season, the television station I worked for in Louisiana and in Alabama, which was 90, I was there by 93 before coming here in 96. We would do hurricane season tracking charts, and we would have a picture of the weather team. It would be sponsored, and we'd put them out at the grocery stores in the area, you know, five and dimes and such, and people would get their tracking charts and bring them home and then track hurricanes as they were developing. It was incredible. Now, what's really cool, about Celia and its similarities and the coincidence with Harvey. Celia, I did not know this until Ryan Shoptaw did a deep dive on this storm today. This storm went from Cat 1 to Cat 4 status in less than 24 hours. I mean, it was amazing. And that was a very similar situation of rapid intensification with Hurricane Harvey. The difference was the spot. Like if I go back out, you'll see, when I say spot, I really mean, where it came from, the origin in which it, developed. Notice it was in the central Gulf, okay? Harvey was due south and in the Bay of Campeche and came right up the coast of Mexico and then was hugging, was off to the east of Brownsville before making landfall, almost in the same spot, Rockport, Port A area, just like Celia did as a Cat 4, just like Harvey. But it was the similar story, too, of a Category 2 as far inland as Beeville. We were covering a Category 2 with Harvey as far inland as Hallettsville. Not Hallettsville, I mean Port Lavaca. And then even Goliad. It was a Category 2 in Goliad. So it went a little more northeast than this track. It wasn't, Celia was a little farther south on landfall, but just incredible. All right, to the current tropical satellite image, and you'll see that we've got some good action in the Pacific, as has been the case. High probability on a storm that's going to be close to the Mexico coast. That's one we watch, because that can sometimes send moisture our way. Farther east and into the Atlantic, we've got one system, very low probability of developing off the southeast. Then you see Tropical Storm Dexter, northern Atlantic, not going to make landfall, taking a right turn into the northern and farther northern Atlantic. And then you see the other storm with a medium probability of formation and becoming our next named storm. And that one is going to look to stay in the central Gulf. Atlantic, which would mean it would avoid the Caribbean, and we would be, obviously avoiding the Gulf as well. So Erin is the next name up. Erin will be the E storm. Dexter, at least a tropical storm, not expected to become a hurricane. All right, weather pattern for us moving forward. Jillian, need someone to talk about Celia. Dad was in Taft. That was 30 miles inland. Oh, wow. Very interesting. That's cool. Rode it out there. He was there when it hit. Tornadoes, hurricanes lately. Learned the other day about a derecho. Yeah, Tony. In fact, there was a pretty good one up near North Texas today, where winds go 80 to 90. And you might remember where the derecho that hit downtown Houston about a year or two ago blew out windows, and I mean it was like almost a Category 2 hurricane. For all intents and purposes, it was close to that status with those kind of wind gusts. All right, so for us, you see the high pressure building from west to east. That's going to be our weather player moving forward. So rain chances are going down to about 10% tomorrow, 10% on Thursday or Wednesday, and we're dropping them all together by Thursday. So we're going to start seeing this high strengthen. There could be a couple of sea breeze showers. That's why there's a 10% chance that maybe a stray shower moves this far west, but it's unlikely. 90% chance it doesn't happen. And then by Thursday, Friday, back up to triple-digit heat for sure. It'll get close tomorrow and Wednesday, but I think we'll be there on Thursday, Friday. Over the weekend, it's close. And then rain chances are back, only 20%, the 12th, the 13th, 15th, and 16th. That's incredible. Church my parents married in had to be rebuilt. Wow. Hey, Lise, good to see you. If Mayans could predict the future, why didn't they predict their extinction? Ah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, guys, going to wrap it up early on this Monday night for some Cowboys camp special. It's going to be awesome. Cowboys football is on the way. NFL is only weeks away. Cannot wait. Football season arrives. I love you all. God bless you, and we will see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.
basically looked the